Victor Fantastic, your man's, because I'm definitely not your boy. All right, today's topic is how to turn a bad date, into a good date. Yes. So how to turn a bad date into a good date, right? So I was on an internet date, right? And I was, first of all, I was a little sketchy because this young lady wanted, and I was like, okay, you want to choose the date? She was just insistent on choosing the date. Excuse me. Insistent on choosing the date, right? So she chooses an expensive sushi restaurant. I was like, okay, cool. We decided to meet at the bar, right? And that's what we initially decided, to meet at the bar. So I get there a little early. I'm at the bar, I'm having a cocktail. She walks in, I see her, and she sits down in 3, 4, 5. I say within 10 seconds, she said, I don't like you. She said, I don't like you, straight up. And I was like, where's that coming from? Then after that, she said, you look like you date white girls. This is what she said to me. You look like you date white girls. Now, she's not black, mind you. She's not black. She's a professor here in Seattle, and she's Colombian or some type of South American, not even black. And she's like, oh, you look like you date white girls. So most guys would probably say, well, screw you, forget you, kick rocks or whatever. What I said to her, I was like, I don't know where this is coming from, but we're both adults here. Grab a drink and let's have a drink and shake hands and call it a night. She said, okay, right? So waitress comes by and I was like, okay, get her a drink. She orders a drink. We're sitting there and we're having our drink, right? And I was like, okay, well, nice to meet you. She said, well, hey, no, well, you know what? I'm kind of enjoying talking to you. You don't want to have another drink next round on me? I was like, okay, cool, right? So we continue hanging out and we have another drink. And then after that drink, I was like, okay, well, good meeting. She said, well, hey, I'm kind of really, really liking you. She said, well, can I buy you? Straight, this is like crazy stuff, right? She was like, can I buy you an appetizer? I was like, cool. So we moved to another part of the restaurant. We have an appetizer. So now at this point, she's kind of like starting to feel me, actually feeling me, right? But initially, she had a preconceived notion because probably how I talk. I talk like I talk. It's just how I talk. Probably talk proper to some people. Might talk like a white guy to some people. I don't know. Down south, they say I talk like a white boy. Here in Seattle, they say I talk normal. But my family side, I've always talked this way, right? But she initially judged me, a knee-jerk judgment without even knowing me, right? Beautiful girl, professor, beautiful. So she was a little stuck up, thought she was all that until she met me, right? And then the more she talked to me, the more she realized that, okay, maybe this is a cool guy, but also maybe I'm not all of that, right? So we're leaving the restaurant and I'm like, okay, well, let me walk you to your car. I'm walking, and then if you guys know Seattle, we're on First Avenue and we walk by Amber, and I already know who I am. She didn't know who I was, right? So I said, let me stun on this here woman. So I was like, I'm in stunt mode now because she's kind of perturbed me a little bit, right? I'm not gonna allow her to piss me off, but she perturbed me a little bit. So I was like, okay, long line in Amber, don't know anybody there. I see the bouncer. I was like, yo, what's up, bro? We're walking by Amber. I was on the way walking to the car. It's like, what's up? She's like, how you gonna get in? I was like, let me handle this here. I was like, what's up? Talk to the guy at the door. Don't know him from Adam. He's like, oh, dude, you seem real cool. Come on in. So we get in. She's like, I can't believe it. How'd you do that, right? So we get into in the Amber, get a drink, right? We're just cool, having fun. And she's a professional dancer, right? She don't know I'm from Florida. She don't know all Florida people know how to dance, at least in my neighborhood, right? So I'm like dancing on the floor with her. But what made her really want me even more is it was a group of ladies, and then they grabbed me and I started dancing with them. she started getting a little jealous, y'all, or she didn't really like that, started getting a little jealous. So I started dancing with the ladies. I'm stunting out, and I wanted to stun on it. I wanted to prove a point that night, right? So I'm dancing with the ladies on the dance floor. If you've been to Amber, y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And then after that, you know how Amber is. They got the VIP. You know where I'm going with this, right? And I don't know anybody, you know, what's happening in the VIP. I see a guy, I say, yo, can I come up? Dude's like, yo, man, yeah, come on up, bro. I went up to the VIP. She came up there with me. She said, how are you doing this here? Swag just on dynamite, right? Swag on swole. So I went up there, don't know, it's just the law of attraction, y'all. Straight up. So I don't know who the party was, but a dude said, yo, man, what's up? I came over, started talking to him. The dude invited us to the table, gave us free drinks. The chick was like, you must have known these people. This is a setup. Straight up, 100% factual story, right? So we had a wonderful night, wonderful serendipitous evening, because this was totally unplanned. But again, like I said, keep watching these videos. I got a whole lot of them, and I'm not that special, only in the sense that I only strive for one thing, and that is happiness, completeness, and wholeness. That's what I strive for, right? So at the end of the night, we're leaving out of Amber, and I'm walking to her car. She's like, well, hey, you want to go back to my place and have a drink, have a night? So you know what that means, fellas. So I was like, nah, of course not, bro. I'm stunting on it. I wanted to prove the point, because that was not even my intention. Right when she said, oh, I don't like you. She said, I don't like you right off, right? And then said, oh, you look like white girls. That's what, and I do like white girls, but that was kind of like a slight, you know, but I like white girls, black girls, Spanish girls, Chinese girls, right? Equal opportunity dater, right? But it was just like part of her character. And then once she realized that, okay, this is a pretty nice guy, this guy's a pretty good catch, I wanted to prove to her and punish her in a sense that, okay, I'm a really good guy, but you can't just go off, you know, negatively judging people. So I turned her down for her nightcap, right? A few days later, she calls me up, texts me, hey, you want to hang out and have some dinner? And I was like, you know, I think you're a nice young lady, you're very beautiful, but I just didn't feel a connection with you. That's what I told her. A lot of dudes would have been all over her, like 9,000, but I am always in a mindset of abundance. I will, and fellas and ladies listening to this here, never surrender your or your morals, your integrity, your value just for a temporary moment of pleasure. Never, ever, ever. And so, with that said, just keep that in mind when you're out on dates, that the date might be going, don't let somebody ruin your date. Because she could have left. I was still going to finish my drink. She could have left, and I was still going to finish my drink. And I just ran into, again, that was a serendipitous moment at Amber. But never, if you're out on a date and you're not feeling the date, you know, hold your positive energy. Hold your intention, which is to go out and have a good time with whoever that date is or without whoever that date. So just keep that in mind, and you can definitely turn any negative date into a positive date. All right, Victor, fantastic. Hope you enjoyed that. Smash that like button now. Like this video. Share it with somebody you think that could benefit from the video.